is jet, so watch inside that red light.
Distance 6 feet. Flight pack 24.7 volts. Gear up. Distance 285 feet. Flight pack 22.1 volts. Time remaining 3 minutes. Distance 209 feet. Flight pack 20.7 volts. High rates. Time remaining 2 minutes. Take off flaps. Distance 114 feet. Flight pack 21.8 volts. Flaps up. Time remaining 1 minute. Take off flaps. Gear down. Landing flaps. Flaps up. Distance 16 feet. Flight pack 22.2 volts.
Doubles as a lawn leaf blower. Yeah, it'll produce, Probably about 8 or 9 pounds of static thrust, and the plane weighs about 7 pounds. So we're talking about a 1.2, 1.3 ratio.
What kind of range do you get on these things?
I can get out to about 3,000 feet or so before it starts losing signal. So, and something that moves 110, 115 miles an hour like that thing does can get to that range pretty quick. Yeah, that's the hardest part with a EDF. A little cool air. Feels good, right? Yeah. The intakes are here, here, and if you'll notice, there's usually, well, this one doesn't have the cheaters, but a lot of the EDF jets will have cheater holes all along the bottom. This is just an air hole for cooling the electronics under the cockpit. And of course this one's got the retracts, which are kind of cool. Whoops.
Distance 91 feet. Flight pack. Gear up.
So it cleans it up pretty nice so that it's you can get some good speed out of it.
You came on a good
Gear down.
And the control clevises, they're all ball link clevises, so there's almost zero play in the controls.
That's why I told you
Yeah.
told me that it had wheels this big. Small. You said small.
And what I've got inside this thing, this is a GPS sensor. It tells me roughly across the ground how fast I'm going and gives me an altitude, general altitude. It also tracks the flight path. So if I have my iPad set up with the receiver in it, it keeps track of where I've been, how high I've been, how fast I've gone. And that's the telemetry module that connects that sensor to the receiver. This, of course, is the LiPo battery. I'm running, that's a 6-cell, 5,000 milliamp battery with what we call I think it's a 40C discharge rate, which is relatively high discharge rate, which means it can stand a 40C draw on the battery constant. So this is a temperature sensor for the battery to let me know if I'm overheating the battery. The receiver's right back here. And this is the ESC, which is the electronic speed controller for the motor. That basically, connected to the receiver, tells it the throttle settings.
It's so fast because he put the wheels in.
Feel the battery's a bit warm, it's a little puffy.
It gets more thrust.
And when they cool, the puff goes away.
Distance, no data. Flight pack, no data.
Yeah. You take the battery out, the plane is what? Yeah, if that. Put it in, it's closer to 6.
You ever mount your GoPro to that?
Not this one, no. There's really no clean place to mount it. I'm gonna get one of those little Mobius cameras, because they're just a little piece of Velcro and it's right there. This thing is a Sony Action Cam. I use it on my bigger planes. I use it on that Pitts, and I use it on the, I've got a big Cub, 1/4 scale Cub. But the smaller planes, it's a little too big.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Oh, you ready?
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see, how
what's your
fast
name?
did I get?
Okay, Nathan, hold that box for me. Okay?
111.2 miles per hour.
And, come stand
Whoa,
right
it
here.
said I got up to 2,078 feet, but you got to subtract. We're
Evan, okay, stand over
sea
there.
below, I think we're about 650 feet, so I got it up to
Oh yeah, you too, Mom.
better part of 1,400 feet. That was when I was going ballistic. This thing's a monster.
Minor detail.
The Beavis and Butthead plane. Get,
guys, we're going to walk right out here. Have you flown an airplane before? Oh, this is going
Can I just hold it here for a while? Good free. Good flight.
Thanks.
That's a sweet little airplane.
Yeah, it gets up and goes. It's really surprising. It's nice and responsive. I got it dialed in pretty good with the expos too, so it does what I want it to do.
Don't swirly after you got off the ground, but you got it under control quick.
Yeah. Thank you. Yep. Got up to, this time, according to the telemetry, it was 111 miles an hour.